Hello, guys. It's the Luke Fuller podcast today. I'm Luke, your usual host. We have a very special guest today. Connor Neville, the brother of Gavin Neville, of course. We did Gavin yesterday. Connor never got to come on, so we have a chance for him to talk, especially about some stuff that's happened. You've probably heard about the whole news with my new pilot episode coming out, and I want to hear Connor's opinion and perspective on it, and some other topics that I want to discuss later. Thank you, Connor, for coming in.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So I think that today, yesterday you got your movie out. What's it called again? Like the pilot.
The Life
movie?
of Uncle Joe. That's like the whole
Life of Uncle Joe.
The episode was just named like pilot because it's just like the first episode. So do you have any questions on the film or like reviews about it? Because like I've been really wanting
I have a question.
Yeah.
Well, why was it too short? Yeah.
That's the question people have asked me a lot. Well, the reason it was very short was I didn't have all the resources to make a longer film, and people kind of just generally get the general plot of the show. Like, it's just about a young intern living in a small, very small town with his deranged uncle, Joe. Sorry if you use that language to describe him. And it's just a basic show. Everyone can understand, and it has good humor in it. And yeah, that's the reason it was kind of short in the first place.
Are you gonna be making more like episodes of this yet?
I'm discussing this lately. I might have to pause the show and just keep the pilot just there, and then because of the whole COVID-19, the coronavirus, so that will prevent more production coming in, because I was expecting, and I've planned the whole series for like 2 months already, but I never had a name. I wanted more resources to come in, like more actors and more people to come in, but because of the whole COVID-19, we can't have those resources because there's quarantine. So that's impossible to bring up a film team, so you might have to pause, maybe film some podcasts or videos, and then recontinue the series this summer, like in July or August, and then we can further continue the series.
And when you're doing that, when you're in your car or whatever,
with
Joe, you need to, I think, open your garage door, because it's too obvious that you're not driving it, which obviously you're not, because you're young.
Yeah, I kind of need
you just need to open the garage so you can see light,
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Connor. My budget was very low. This was a very low budget it was a very low budget film, and you know what that means, right? Yeah. I had very little money to make this. I only spent $10 on this entire film, like $10 to $15. That was my film budget. What did you spend your money on? Just like a tripod and some props, like the beard Joe had, and just some other stuff.
You don't need to buy that again, though, if you're going to make this a series,
I know, but I didn't have anything before that. Like, I was just, empty-handed, so I needed some stuff to get, and, I didn't have a lot of stuff. All I had was a tripod, a camera, a few props, my dad's flannel and tie, so I had very few resources and stuff to use, so it was a very low-budget film.
And I have one more.
Yeah.
So when you're that car, I don't know if it was white, but you need to get the car more similar of when you're driving it, on the video. Well, I think it was a complete different model of car. You need to get it more like a white, bigger car. Yeah.
I know, but I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, like I was just like again, I was on a very low budget. I did not have the resources to make everything exactly like I got in some stock footages. So it was very difficult for me to get everything exactly right. And I want you to tell that to people because they may not know the effort I put in and how like it's very hard. It takes a long time. It's very hard to organize like a whole production in film, and I had very few people helping me. I had to write the screenplay in at least 4 or 5 days because I did not have enough time because I had homework and stuff. So that was preventing me from doing a lot of stuff. Yeah, so it's very difficult in this time right now, just production. It's because there's this mass quarantine that's going on, so like it was difficult.
Yeah, well, if you have a quarantine though, you're in your house and that's where you're filming it.
I know, so but like I need multiple people doing different operations on the set.
You've got
yeah. I know, but he can't do everything on there. Cole only operated the camera and the lights. That's all he could do. We only had 2 sets, which was the living room and the garage. So it was a low budget. We did not have the money and time to build a whole set and green screen thing. We did not have that money. So it was very difficult to do stuff. And I want people to understand that more. Yep, that's all I'm going to really say on this. So is there anything else you want to talk about for this podcast? Like, we kind of need... We have 5 minutes. Actually, like, 6 minutes.
No.
No? What about, like, the Utah earthquake? That just happened yesterday.
I heard about that from some of my friends,
Yeah, yeah, it was a 5.2 magnitude earthquake.
I heard that there weren't too many people injured, but people are severely injured, but some people were.
Yeah. And yeah, that's cool. That was it was a very short topic. My other topic is, what is your opinion about the whole coronavirus thing? Because like, and with all like everyone's piling up on like these movies about like contagious stuff. Like, you know the movie Contagion, right? The one with yeah, there's different stuff that people are catching up on. I actually found this earlier. They actually found a book written in 1981, and it supposedly predicted a virus called Wuhan 400. I'm not lying. You can look this up. It was an author named like Brian Kitch or whatever, and he wrote this book about like, it was like a fiction sci-fi novel, and it was very specific in like what he said. And I mean, I even like, I was like skeptic about it. Like I was like, no one can predict what that is. So I went on a line to find it out, and I flipped like 5 chapters, and one of the lines talked about Wuhan 400, and I was like, oh crap, this is like predicting like everything that's happened. Yeah.
Back to the coronavirus. My thoughts on the coronavirus, that people are over exaggerating, but however, it's not something that like is too bad, but it's something that you need to like always be aware of and stay safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like with just this whole thing, it was, I feel like it was created. I don't get me crazy, but like, I feel like it was created to cause just a scare in like our world and stuff. Like, it was trying to affect everything a lot. Like, in maybe that book I was talking about, maybe it was a warning that we never knew. I mean, it could prove it may prove that time travel exists, like, in some way, because that's so, like, simultaneously, like, accurate. Like, no one could say something like that. Yeah, so, like, no one could predict the name Wuhan virus. No one even thought about that at the time. Yeah, so it could have been designed and to just cause fear, I guess, in some way. And yeah, that's all I have to really say about the thing.
True.
Oh, and also, weren't you gonna ask me opinion? You sent me a text about different topics to talk about. Like, you said something about, like, reps and dems or something. You sent me some. I'll check it right now. Connor, I swear you sent me something. Here, I'll just find it.
Oh, global warmings.
Sorry, my bad.
Tony.
What's up?
I need to hear your opinion on global warming. Yeah.
Global warming.
Yeah.
It's, for the most part, it's fake. It's designed.
How is it fake?
Well, there's many reasons why. I can search it up.
Global warming.
I can search up what it. There's many reasons why it's fake. On
how?
Like, there's no.
Why would they just create something that's not true?
Well, they want to cause, like, they want to lower our industries. Like, they want to cause like decivilize it. Like, they're trying to, like, in basic words, they're trying to, like, make workers not work anymore, and, like, not, so we can't, like, produce fuel.
They're just sending out a warning.
Well, it's fake. It's not. And
it's not fake.
Why didn't we have this problem 200 years ago? It doesn't make sense. They're trying to prevent
How do you know that?
Individual people making money. It's a whole plan that's going on. I'm not trying to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but, like, the big people who have a lot of money in the world don't want to give their money to different workers because, I mean, obviously workers deserve money. They don't want that for different people. So, like, they're creating a hoax to prevent people, like industry workers, like, who work in, like, factories, from, like, producing cars and fuel, like, and other stuff. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep the money for themselves. And I mean, I'm not lying about this. I'm being honest. This is my honest opinion on it. And yeah, that's all I have to really say. I mean, but this is not really relevant to what's happening right now. Like, with just everything. Like, what was the reason you asked me about this in the first place?
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think we're gonna wrap up now soon. Yeah, I think right now. So thank you, Connor, for coming on. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Connor, and can't wait to see you next time. See you.
Okay.
Bye. Okay, folks, that was